Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I hope you are doing very well today. I would like to take this opportunity, if I may, to share with you some comments that I have with respect to the planned releases for October 2019 from the Criterion collection. The first release I'd like to talk about is scheduled for October 8th, 2019, according to the Criterion website. This is 3 Silent Classics by Josef von Sternberg. This is a very significant release in that this is a Blu-ray upgrade of a DVD box set, which is right here. This box set itself is spine number 528, and it includes the films Underworld from 1927, The Last Command from 1928, and The Docks of New York from also 1928. And so this is very good indeed. Now I should say that the Underworld is spine number 529, The Last Command is spine number 530, and The Docks of New York, spine number 531. This is, however, a very significant Blu-ray release. As I said, this is the Blu-ray release for October, and this is the DVD box set that was in the Criterion collection, and this is very significant. This is out of print. This DVD box is out of print. So Criterion is bringing the set back, so to speak. And not only is it bringing it back, it is bringing it back also in the form of, also in the form of a Blu-ray. So if we look at the Criterion Collection website at the moment, it says that the Blu-ray, it's now July 27th, 2019. So as of now, the website indicates that the set will be available on Blu-ray for $79.96, 3 discs. There is no DVD option indicated on the set and on the website at the moment. So that seems to indicate to me that the DVD box will not be made available, although I'm not sure, but the Blu-ray will. And so the Blu-ray will be released in October. This is, of course, very welcome news. This is welcome news for those of us who are into Blu-ray presentations. And also this is welcome news for all of us who wanted to see this set return in some form. And I'm glad to see it return. Apparently it is, as I say, a Blu-ray upgrade, but is also looks like to me to be a carryover. Everything seems to be carried over from this DVD set, and I'll get to that in 1 second. So it's really nice to see this return. I suppose my comment would be, as I said, for those of us who are DVD, then I would say that it looks like it won't be made available on DVD at the moment, according to Criterion's website. So I am not sure about that. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for that when October comes around. So, but for the rest of us who are okay with Blu-ray, this is, of course, welcome news indeed. So, if I can also, very quickly, it looks like the cover is going to be the same. Now, again, please, apologies for the poor lighting here, so maybe it's not so clear on this iPad, but it looks like it's going to be the same. I don't know if the exact it's going to be the exact same shade of gray or something like that. We're going to have to look at it carefully, of course, but it looks like it's going to be pretty much the same. So that's very welcome news indeed. Just to round out the conversation about the cover art, for Underworld, that's the cover art that is appearing on the Criterion website, and indeed it matches the current DVD. As for The Last Command, this is the cover art that is currently what's being shown on the Criterion collection. Again, I apologize for the glare. There we go. Apologize for that. And this is the DVD cover art, so it looks to be the same. And for The Docks of New York, this is the cover art from the Criterion website, and this is the DVD cover art. So here you go. Then, as for special features, according to the Criterion website, the box set will have high-definition digital restorations of all three films. But that's the description on the Criterion website, so I would assume that these transfers are going to be the same as those that were relied upon for the earlier DVD release. So that's my assumption. Also, there are 6 scores for the films that are made available, or that are going to be made available in the Blu-ray box set, and that is indeed the same as is for the previous DVD box set release. Let me just put it right there. There we go. Then there are 2 video essays from 2010, one by Professor Janet Bergstrom and another by film scholar Tag Gallagher, and indeed that is the same as we saw in the DVD release. Then there is a Swedish television interview with the director Josef von Sternberg from 1968, and that is also included as a supplement in the earlier DVD release, plus a booklet with essays. And yes, the booklet seems to, or the description of the booklet as it appears in the Criterion Collection website seems to be the same as the booklet that is included with the earlier DVD release. So this is looks to be a straight port of the DVD features onto this upcoming Blu-ray release of 3 silent classics by Josef von Sternberg. This is very welcome news because this set is, it is currently an out-of-print DVD set, and so this seems to be continuing the trend of Criterion with respect to its DVD sets that had fallen out of print, but now Criterion is resurrecting them. We saw this, for instance, with the BRD trilogy in the past, and we've seen this with other sets as well. So Criterion seems to be looking to bring back some of its DVD box sets, and in particular those sets that had fallen out of print. So if this is an indication of any kind of trend that is to continue, well done, Criterion. So anyway, 3 silent classics by Josef von Sternberg, the Blu-ray set, scheduled for release October 8th, 2019. Next, scheduled for release on October 15th, 2019, according to the website. This is Häxan, spy number 134. This film is currently in the collection, as many of us know already, in the form of this DVD, Häxan, Witchcraft Through the Ages, according to the cover art here on the earlier Criterion DVD. This is a new release of this film with new cover art, as you can see here. Very, very interesting film. Remarkable, unique, in many ways one of a kind. And so for a lot of us, I think this new release of this film, this new reemergence of this film in the collection is going to be a welcome day indeed when it comes. So at the moment it's a DVD, but Criterion will plan to have, it looks like it's going to have a new Blu-ray of this. So we have the cover art here. So this is exciting news indeed. And this is Häxan. So the Blu-ray that is going to be released is indicated as having a new 2K digital restoration. Now, the current DVD has a really, really good digital transfer, and so I really think it's remarkable. But I'm very excited for this new 2K digital restoration to see what it has to offer. So that's very exciting news indeed. Next, there is on the release music from the original Danish premiere, arranged by film music specialist Julian Anderson and performed by the Czech Film Orchestra in 2001. So this appears to be what was already being offered on this current DVD as well. So very good news indeed. Then there is the audio commentary from 2001 featuring film scholar Casper Tupier. So this is also the commentary, the great commentary by Casper Tupier that appears also on the current DVD. Then there is the introduction from 1941 by the director Benjamin Christensen, and that also appears on the Blu-ray. That also appears on the DVD. Excuse me. Then there is a short selection of outtakes, which also appears on the DVD. Then there is a supplement called Bibliothèque Diabolique, a photographic exploration of Christensen's historical sources, which also appears here. Then, according to the site, the booklet will have an essay by critic Chris Fujiwara, which occurs also in this fold-out leaflet that is with the DVD. Then there is remarks on the score by Anderson, which also is included on the leaflet for the DVD. But then the site says, for Blu-ray only, an essay by scholar Chloe Germain Buckley. And so I note that such Blu-ray only indicated essay is not included in the current leaflet, so that should be very interesting. I should say also that the site doesn't indicate any inclusion of a stills gallery. And the reason why I mention this is because the DVD has a stills gallery. Now, this is very common in early releases from the Criterion Collection, but as some of you may know, as Criterion Collection has been updating, so to speak, its collection and its releases, Criterion hasn't been including stills galleries in their current releases. They used to before, and even back in the days of Laserdisc, but not in recent releases as far as I can remember. And so even though a stills gallery is included in this earlier DVD release, the Blu-ray apparently will not include a stills gallery. So, okay. Then there is the 76-minute film Witchcraft Through the Ages from 1968. And so this is the film that is another version of the Häxan story. This time it's narrated by none other than William S. Burroughs. And this is also a supplement that is included on this DVD as well. So that's the same. So apparently it will look like that everything will be pretty much the same, except for the Blu-ray will have the 2K digital restoration, and the Blu-ray will also have an additional essay or an additional essay in its booklet. But the Blu-ray apparently will not include the stills gallery from the DVD set. I'm not sure about that. We'll have to keep an eye out on that when the Blu-ray indeed arrives in October, just to be absolutely sure. I should say also that the site indicates that the Blu-ray cover art is by Glyn Smith, which is pictured here. And then the DVD cover art which is not pictured here, is indicated as being by Eva Waugh. Now, this is significant because Eva Waugh is the artist that is credited for the cover art for this earlier DVD release, Häxan. So this sounds to me like Criterion will continue to have the DVD, its earlier DVD, made available, while having the Blu-ray with this Blu-ray cover art made available as well. So I'm not sure what that means for any DVD release of this film with this cover art. It's not clear to me at the moment. So we'll have to see what happens. with that. It could be that the DVD will be released with this cover art. It could also be that the DVD will be released with this cover art as well, but perhaps the DVD will have not this line logo, but it'll have the C logo here. I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look at that when the DVD itself comes out in October. So, my friends, this is Häxan from 1922, spine number 134 from Benjamin Christensen, October 15th, 2019. Scheduled for release October 22nd, 2019. This is the film from 1996, Leon Gass documentary of the boxing heavyweight championship bout between George Foreman and Muhammad Ali. This is When We Were Kings. This is scheduled for release under spine number 998. Again, this is 1996 documentary, Leon Gass. This is, as I've mentioned before, a remarkable work. It is really great, and I remember seeing it many times when I was younger and just being enthralled, mesmerized. At the time, I was pretty much unfamiliar with this story, and I wasn't very good at the time with my history about this particular period, and so to watch this documentary is so enthralling. And then even after the fact, after I watched the film, and it's about a particular event, and so it's a historical event, so for those of us who already know what happens, so to speak, even if we know the outcome of this particular historical event, still, when we watch the film, or at least when I watch the film, it is so suspenseful and exciting. So this is a really great one, and I can't wait for this to come out. So let me just say that here we have a cover art here, which is, according to the website, new cover featuring a photograph by Howard L. Bingham, designed by F. Ron Miller. So there you go, right there. And this is special features include a new 4K, restored 4K digital transfer with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack on the Blu-ray. Next is a documentary called Soul Power, a 2009 documentary about the Zaire 74 Music Festival, directed by Jeffrey Kusama Hinte. I should say that this is very interesting because this is a film that is in Masters of Cinema, Eureka Masters of Cinema. So the Masters of Cinema release of this film, Soul Power, is right here. And it's very interesting because this entire film is its own special feature, or it becomes a special feature of the Criterion release of When We Were Kings. This is great. This is really great. I think it would have been nice to see this film maybe have its own release by Criterion, but I'm not complaining by having it as a supplement to this film, because I think it is, to watch this film, one therefore wants to watch When We Were Kings, or wants to know that story as well. So to have them together like this by Criterion, I think, is really great. So Soul Power, 2009 documentary about the Zaire 74 Music Festival, directed by Jeffrey Kusama Hinte. Next, new interviews with producers Taylor Hackford and David Sonnenberg. Great. And next is interview from 1997 with director Leon Gass. Trailer, and then an essay by critic Khalifa Saneh. So this is When We Were Kings, again, spine number 998. This is from 1996. This is scheduled for release on Blu-ray and on DVD. 1 disc Blu-ray, 2 discs on DVD. Scheduled for release October 22nd, 2019. Very exciting indeed. Scheduled for release October 29th, 2019. Spine number 999. This is the film Matewan, written and directed by John Sayles. So this is the first time that John Sayles' works are emerging in the Criterion collection. So it's wonderful. And this film, Matewan, is really remarkable work of art in many respects. With that in mind, it's going to be so great to see how this film, when it lands, how people will respond to this who haven't seen it, who are going to see it for the first time. Truly remarkable work by John Sayles, one of the great artists of our time. So this is going to be released on 1-disc Blu-ray or 2 discs DVD, October 29th, 2019. Director approved special edition features a new 4K digital restoration supervised by the director with uncompressed monaural soundtrack on the Blu-ray. Great. Next is an audio commentary featuring Sayles and cinematographer Haskell Wexler. So I have to assume that this is maybe an older commentary. I'm not sure exactly when. So again, I'm not clear as to the earlier release history of this film, but I don't think that this audio commentary is exclusive to the Criterion release, but I could be wrong. Next is a new documentary on the making of the film featuring Sayles and also cast and crew. So very interesting indeed. This is indicated as being new, so I can assume that this is going to be an exclusive supplement for Criterion. If so, this is going to be great. Really great. So there's that. Then there is the new interview with composer Mason Daring on the film soundtrack. Great. Again, fantastic. And this is new, so this seems to be a Criterion exclusive supplement, which is great. Excuse me there. Then there is, again, a new program on the film's production design. Wow, by production designer Nora Chavushian. So this is great, really great indeed. Then there's a trailer, and then an essay by critic A.S. Hamra. And then the new cover is credited as being by Eric Skillman. So Matewan by John Sayles. Again, I don't know the release history, the earlier previous release history of this film, because I don't have it, but I think I want to say that that audio commentary, Sayles and Wexler, I have a feeling that that's probably carried over from an earlier release. So please let me know. For anyone who out there who knows that, please let me know if you have any information about that, because I haven't heard this commentary, but I'm looking forward to listening to it. It's great. Spine number 999. John Sayles, Matewan. This is really exciting. Again, Blu-ray and DVD coming to stores October 29th, 2019. Also scheduled for release October 29th, 2019, according to the website, is this one right here, Godzilla, the Showa era films, 1954 to 1975. So I will be talking about that in a separate video, because that is a behemoth. And there are a lot of things to talk about with that, and cover art and supplements and all that. I did make a live stream reaction video to that, but I will also be talking about the release in terms of comments, and also my comments about the particular aspects of the release as it is indicated on the Criterion website. So I will do so in a separate video, but that is Spine 1000, of course. In the meantime, my friends, we are going to enjoy the Josef von Sternberg set, of course, Häxan, When We Were Kings, and Matewan, and then followed by Godzilla, the Showa era films. So October is shaping up to be a dynamite, sparkling, just exciting month. and just filled with wonder and splendor. I can't wait to see, for those of us who have been waiting, for instance, for the Häxan release, who have been holding off on purchasing the DVD because you're waiting for the Blu-ray release, well, here we go. It's almost here. And so if you haven't seen Häxan, oh boy, you're in for yeah. Oh. And then for the Josef von Sternberg set, it has come back to the collection after being OOP for some years. So this is exciting news, of course. And then John Sayles is in the collection for the first time. So this is cause for celebration. And then we have When We Were Kings, a just electrifying documentary, electrifying, suspenseful, and really, really great work, really exciting. So, and then to top it off, we have Godzilla, which I will be again speaking about later. So, October, what a month indeed. Criterion, you are just hitting it out of the park every time. So, wonderful. It's wonderful to be a Criterion fan in 2019. So anyway, my friends, that is it for October 2019 releases, except for Godzilla, which will be in a separate video. So please, do you have any thoughts or comments about these upcoming October 2019 releases? Are you excited about them? Are you so-so about them? Are there any ones in particular that strike your fancy, so to speak? Whatever it may be, please feel free to leave your thought or comment below, and I'd love to read about it, my friends. And yes, let's have a nice conversation about these releases and about anything Criterion or anything cinema that you want to talk about. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Okay, my friends, so that's it for now. So until we meet again, and until my video about Godzilla, please be happy and healthy and well. And please, please, please keep on watching a lot of great movies. Until we meet again, my friends. Cheers.